never heard that, but that's the origin of CAP. I'm going to look this up. I'm going to look.
There's a principle that
Right.
we have to follow.
Yeah.
We have to have.
Be true to yourself. You don't have.
And when I came back, the place was a mess. So I knew I was missed.
Deep in here now.
It's
deep.
incredible. I love it.
Me
That's
too.
good.
Yeah.
That's good.
And applying the recovery, I thought.
What's up, everybody? Good afternoon. Welcome to the McShin Foundation's Getting Her podcast. Travis has a very special intro that he's been practicing, and he wanted to give it to us. So go ahead, Travis.
No, they all got my intro already. They've heard it before. It's not like something I've been practicing, but just before we get started, I like to always give a shout out to all the jails and prisons across the United States that we're in right now. Over 300,000 tablets, actually closer to 1 million, right, Steve?
Yes.
So if y'all are watching out there, I just want you to know that we're thinking about you. You're on our heart. We try to sometimes direct our content towards y'all, because I try to put myself back into sitting on one of those beds and what might be interesting to me or what might give me a little hope. So I just want you to know you're in our hearts and we're in our prayers. Keep your head up, and that's a shout out I wanted to give to y'all. That's all I was thinking about, Jesse. Go ahead.
All right.
I'm not going to do my original shout out because I liked yours so much.
Good. Well, I didn't really do a shout out.
I mean, your
just
intro.
A quick intro.
Yeah.
What I do want to do is get into a quick sponsorship shout out. So I want to just shout out our sponsors. First, would like to give a special thanks to the Farley Center, local treatment center located in Williamsburg, Virginia. They take commercial insurances. They have detox, and they provide services for individuals suffering from substance use disorder. Give them a call, Kelly Eason, 804-638-7329. And now would like to give a special shout out to our next sponsor, the Seed Institute. They are a local organization that specializes in helping individuals start their own businesses and help individuals with trainings. Give Michael Edwards a call, 804-939-0541. And then last, the Rooted Hair Studio, which I'm going to probably be taking my daughter to. She wants to get a haircut and get some things done. I'm going to use that 10% off code McShin. Give them a call, Rooted Hair Studio, 804-919-3851. 919-3851, Rooted Hair Studio. Use code McShin to get 10% off. Thank you to our sponsors. We greatly appreciate that. And I actually think we just got a new sponsor, but I don't have their information to put up. And once we get their information, we will be shouting them out as well. Travis was able to secure a sponsor. So good work there, Travis. All right. So what we got going on, and to all the listeners, everybody out there, we talked about this earlier this week. We are going to stop going live. We're only going to go live once a month. That doesn't mean that the content is going to stop getting out there to the people that see this in the recovery community and the people that in the prisons and jails that see this. You'll still get the content. When you're in the prison and jails, you don't get it live anyways. But you're going to get our recorded version. We're not going to go live. So, live's not the platform we're going to be doing. We will do it once a month. So there will be some live once a month. We'll be sending those out so you know when to log in and check them out. We'll be letting you know the times. It'll probably be a little later in the day, but our podcast will continue to go out. Different people will be coming on here. We're gonna switch things up a little bit, as in we're gonna have different hosts come on here. They're gonna have different versions of podcasts. But one of the things we want to hone in on that we want to really do is success stories. Travis had a great idea talking about honoring people that that have been successful, that are doing good. And we've done things like this in the past. We've done participant spotlights before. It's something we've done over the years. But the idea was to kind of hone in more on the individuals that are being very, very good at here at McShin, here in their recovery and being very successful. So that's the content we're getting ready to put out now today. We got a wonderful success story we're going to talk about, 3,000 miles to recovery. I haven't heard the details of this story, so I'm really interested to hear what we got going on. So that's our platform today. So if you come across this, hang tight, don't get off it. Listen. listen to
Sorry,
listen
technical foul.
listen to the content we got going on, and do us a big favor, Joey, if you haven't done this yet, subscribe to our YouTube channel. And
Joey, you haven't
like,
subscribed?
I subscribe.
I thought so.
like
my boy.
and share, if after this is released, share it with your family, share it with your friends, everybody out there. Like and subscribe to the YouTube channel for us. That's all we're asking is a like, subscribe, hit a like, hit a pause, hit a
Thumbs
share, thumbs up. Yep, and
leave a comment
in there. Yep, exactly. And for those of y'all that are in prison and jails, we know that you can't do that, but you definitely can get this information out to your family members, and let them know to like and subscribe. And when you get released, come on up here, check us out, 2300 Dunbar Road. We know that a lot of this content goes out there to y'all. It goes out to the recovery community, period. So a lot of people are listening to this. We're grateful for all the listeners. But if you're in jail and prison and you come across this, let your family know. Let them know what it is. Get them to subscribe. And, most importantly, if you need some services when you get released, come see us, man, because, we're here to help. All right. So we want to get into this. And Steve, I thank you for the setup. It looks real good.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yep. Everything's looking good here, Steve. Now you can get a shot of Steve. Steve, let's see you on the video.
What's Steve look like back
I had
there?
to change the camera.
Steve, you just happened to change the camera.
I just happened.
There's Steve right there. Oh no, that's the younger version of
That's
Steve
my
right there.
stand-in.
Yeah.
That's my stand-in.
Oh yeah. Like the old Spanish presidents are like they had that double just in case they wouldn't get
Oh, yeah.
assassinated.
Yeah. Body double.
Assassinate the body doubles. Yeah.
Number 55 for Seattle. That's not
Bosworth.
Bosworth, Brian
That's a
Bosworth.
way big throwback. I
Yeah.
would never have guessed that. I didn't even know he played for Seattle.
You remember that hit against when what's his name? Bo Jackson ran through him?
Mm-hmm.
That's when he was
He
exposed.
played for somebody else too, though, didn't he?
He played for Oklahoma Sooners. I know that. Oh, you talking about NFL wise?
49. No?
Nah, I think he pretty much he went down pretty
Oakland?
quickly.
Just Seattle.
It was the only jersey I was available to get at the time, and I wanted the throwback.
You just want something with Seattle on it.
I wanted the throwback. I wanted the largent one, but
Yeah.
didn't have it.
So like I want to set a little bit of a scene real quick. I like this is my buddy Joey, man. He's a good friend of mine, man. I hang out with him every day. He's really cool. As a matter of fact, that's his saying. Like I don't want to go over like material we already talked about Joey, but like this is Mr. Cool, Calm, and Collected right here. I mean, you ask Joey how he's feeling, that's his stock and trade answer. And I gotta say he pretty much sticks to that, even though like sometimes it looks like he's on internal fire. And you ask him and he's just like, how you doing, Joey? What do you say, Joe? Go. What do you say? Say it, baby. Hit it for us one time. Well, he says cool, calm, and collected, man.
Yeah.
And he is, and he's got the coolest pair of shades on the block. I mean, he's got some Sub Pop shades from Seattle. Yeah, bust them out. Let the viewers see it. Look at the side. Look what it says on the side.
What do you say though? What did you say? You didn't say anything.
Say it. I said it for him. What do you say? Like at feelings check, Joey. Like in the beginning when you first got here, they'd say,
"Oh, I'm Joey. I'm a person in recovery, and today I feel cool, calm, and collected, calm, and cool."
Stock and trade answer.
That's good.
It is good.
Y'all hang out every day?
Yeah, man. Almost every single day, at least in the morning. Joey's really good for like because I'm very busy in the morning, and like Joey will go in. I'll hand him my bank card. He'll go in. He'll make the coffee. And he'll be able to buy what are those things you're addicted to again? Energy drink of his choice.
What do y'all live in the same recovery house?
No, we don't. Joey just in the parking lot. I get here early, and Joey gets here early. Joey's an early bird. He likes to stay connected. He likes to come up to the church. And like something about Joey, so yesterday was Joey's birthday. Happy birthday, Joey.
Thank you.
How old you turn?
35.
Yeah, and today is also a day where he celebrates something else. Today, Joey celebrates again. How many days, Joey?
90.
90 days. He made it 90 days. After a little mishap, he had 90 days. He had a little mishap. He decided to dig in, start all over. McShin gave him another opportunity to go through, get refocused, and that's exactly what Joey did. He got refocused. He ended up getting a job. But the thing about Joey is, like the title of this is, he came 3,000 miles from Seattle, or Tacoma, Washington, right outside Seattle. And he came here with something very, very specific amount. He came here for recovery. 3,000 miles for recovery. But before we get there, Joey, because I don't want to tell your story for you, I want to take it back to I just go over it again. I think we can get a little deeper with it because this is so interesting to me because Joey got here via like a very interesting path. And so Joey, one day, a family member of his goes and gets him. and they open the door. And Joey, what's waiting when they open the door in
Well,
Washington?
Well, actually, a week prior, my friend asked me on a text message, "Hey, what are you doing on Friday? Can you come help us out?" And they know that I'm going to say yes because I'm a good friend.
Yeah,
So then that
You are.
Friday, I showed up with no gas in my car, like basically, like I was running out of gas. I show up at the door, knock on it, and as soon as I open my door or their door, uh, my whole family was in there. I haven't seen in months. My friends I haven't seen in months. They're all there, all staring me down at the hallway. And
so exactly what Joey had walked into was an A&A special of what show, Joey?
intervention.
It was a whole intervention.
But it wasn't the show, but it was an intervention. Yeah.
So you walk in and all the family. I've never been a part of one personally, but I've seen the show. You've seen the show a lot, Jesse. Intervention.
I haven't really watched the show.
All right. Well, they walk in. All the family members are there. You know, they got one last chance. You know, it's time for time to set some tough love and boundaries and da da da. And basically, they give you an offer. You know, either we're going to cut you off, or we're going to. What did they offer you, Joey?
An opportunity to get better.
Right. So
Can
go ahead, Joe.
I just, can you tell us what happened?
During the intervention?
Yeah, just tell me. Just talk to us because
I walked in because I knew right away that my family cared, my friends cared, and they loved me. That's why they're doing that. They're not doing it to piss me off or anything. But I walked in, sat down. As soon as I sat down, they started reading testimonies about me, about how much they love me and the things I do to make them feel good. And they all went probably like an hour and a half maybe. And then afterwards, I walked outside to get some air. And the guy that was running the intervention came outside and talked to me. I thought he was my cousin. He looked like my cousin when I walked in, so I didn't.
it was somebody they paid for or something.
Yeah, that helped me out. And he came outside, talked to me. He told me that I'm here to help you out. Your friends and family came to get me. If you accept this help, we'll fly out tonight. And I asked where, thinking it's going to be somewhere close, if not maybe somewhere my family's at. And he said, no, we're going to go basically across the country to Virginia.
And so, how long did you take to ponder on it, Joey?
A couple seconds.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Because like a week or two prior, I was living in my car and I was thinking like, I mean, if I can get help, if I can get some kind of help and get past this point where I'm at, I'm going to take it.
Right.
So when this happened, it was an opportunity for me to get better.
And you didn't know where you were going. They don't tell you none of that.
Mm-mm.
It's just like, this is a decision you have to make. And you had a couple seconds to make it. And so you decided to take the leap of faith. And like, I'm in your hands.
Yeah.
You recognize you needed help. So you get on the plane. Walk us through that. You get on the plane. And then what's he tell you when you get on the plane?
That the place I'm going to is a good place. That's why he recommended the place. They're gonna help you out. You know, it's a good community, good staff, everything. We left at like 8 p.m. Pacific time, and got here the next day around like 10 a.m.
Are you from Seattle?
Tacoma?
Where is that?
That's like 30 miles south of Seattle.
Oh, okay, all right. And that's where the intervention was.
It was 30 miles past that point, like another town called Bonnie Lake.
Okay.
Out in Washington.
In Washington.
So sorry. So the interventionalist had heard of McShin, and so
Yeah,
like he
maybe-
kind of had it pre-picked out for you and everything like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my family. I think maybe a week prior, the guy came out. Shout out to Tom. He was the guy that brought me here. I think he came into town a week or two prior, discussed to them what the intervention is going to be like, the situation, how I'm going to react, how he assumes I'm going to react, and like just walk them through what would happen if these things happen. Or
For what them to expect or whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
That's pretty cool. So an actual interventionist, did that with your family and then got you over here to Virginia.
Yeah.
I'm really intrigued about that, Trav. You know, that's
It's awesome, right?
Awesome. What sparked you to stay? Because you've been here for a little while. You've been here longer than 90 days. I know you celebrate your 90 days, but what sparked you to stay? Like, you have a goal? You're just going to relocate here?
I mean, I'm trying to soak it all in of like all the recovery, like the things I'm being told, the community, the meetings I go to. I'm enjoying it. I'm learning something all the time while I'm here, and I'm realizing that there's a lot of people that were just like me, different stories, but we have a lot that we can relate about. Like anytime I go into these meetings, the moments I want to say something, someone's speaking the same story that I've been going through, or I could relate to them, and it's good to hear that. But it's a just different area, different part of my life that I want to look into. You know, I want to be a better version of myself. So I thought sticking around here, getting better, growing.
Yeah, I just want to hone in on something because I'm very proud of Joey. I love this kid, and so like I love this story, man. He comes 3,000 miles over. He gets off the plane. He don't know anybody. You know what I mean? He shows up to this place that his family has researched, and Joey jumped right in. Like he found his tribe and everything like that. Like people friended Joey up. I mean, Joey was always the guy. Like when I was overseeing the intensive unit, he was always there for the guys. So like even the guy, like he might have just made it out, but he was on that front porch. He was at 10 step every night. He like when they needed something from the store, Joey's, I'm going to the store. Does anybody need something? He always checked in first. Like he really was into the community part of it. I love that. And so, he had 90 days clean, and things didn't go always the way he planned. Now, this is the part of the story I love, Joey, and I'm going to let you tell it. And so, like, he had the little mishap, and then he gets offered the opportunity, and then right after he comes back in, he becomes aware of something about it. Wasn't just the relapse, but Joey, like share with us a little bit what you became aware of beside the drugs when you came back in.
Let me just clean something up for everybody out there listening, right? So I was going to make sure because we got to be very mindful of this. I don't want anybody out there to get the wrong message, especially when we're talking about this illness that we suffer from. So there's nothing dirty about us, right? Joey was in recovery for 90 days, and then I think what Travis is saying is Joey had a reoccurrence.
So his acid mishap. Sorry about that, Joey.
So you were here. You were here for a little while. You were doing real good. You're in recovery, and then you had some things pop up. What were those? What happened?
Situations I couldn't control, and in those moments, there's been in the past where like I work, the times I'm working, and I can't control certain things, whether it's work or it's life situations in life I can't control. I end up going through. I get these behaviors and habits that I'm always used to, and I go back to my the things I would do.
That's good, right? Because when Travis and I have been on here before, just maybe me and him chopping it up and just trying to get some stuff out there to people to listen to help them in their recovery. And then with other people, we've talked about the behaviors, the pitfalls, the blind spots, different things that we talk about here. So what would you say were those things that were popping up? You said, some behaviors, some things were happening. What?
Just work, thinking about going back home. What am I going to do when I go back home? Just there's certain situations I couldn't control, and I realized I ended up just doing what I used to do, and when that happened, it got found out that I had relapsed like that same day, if not the next day, and after that happened, I realized those behaviors that I would do, like from past, even in the past, I did those same things.
Yeah, and so Joey, what I'm hearing, right? And this is something that all of us do. Travis, myself, Steve, everybody, right? The obsession, right? And what I've learned that the obsession is like the thought that overrides all of the thoughts, right? So when I'm here, and I can only imagine 3,000 miles away from home, like I could start obsessing about I want to get back home. When I'm here, and I know your story because I've watched you, right? The obsession of I want to get paid. I want to get some money. I need some money in my pocket. I need the obsession will start to kick in with there. So that's kind of what you're talking about. Those the obsession was kicking in, and it caused you to make some bad decisions.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I hated it for him too, because like Joey, the thing is like he was just trying to do so good. He was trying to do so good, and like when things wouldn't go his way or whatever, he would like mentally obsess over hardcore. Remember, Joey, like we having to talk about like you just overthink it to death,
I'm an
but we all are. I do it all the time. Like I'll break this bottle down to the 10th degree if I get a chance to, and just obsess over it. But what I love about it, Joey, is that you pause for a second and you got brought back in and you were like, oh, I am doing that. You know what I mean? And it's stressing me out more. And I've seen where you kind of became more cool, calm, and collective about things. You know, I don't know your particular pathway or whatever. I know you're at the meetings. I love that you support the high noon meeting and all that. I love that you're out there with the guys. But I can tell like a big part of your recovery is your networking, bro. You love to be around the guys. Would you agree with that? Like that's just been so helpful for you having this community and like-minded individuals and people that want to see you do good.
Yeah, I like seeing I like seeing that there's newcomers that come in, and like it reminds me of where I was at when I first came here.
Yeah.
But I also know like when I got here, everyone was cool with me. Like they were helping me out. They said we've all gone through this. You'll get through it. You know, if you need anything, let me know. You know, we're here for you. And that helped me out a lot. So I know that seeing the people that have been here and done it and are still going through it or going through this recovery, I know it helps the newcomer.
Yeah, I love that. One of the things that you had thought about was like you kept thinking about like I want to go home, like I want to do this, and then also you said I came 3,000 miles for recovery, and I know recently you got the opportunity to go back home, and I know some people were like really I was worried about you, like I was like, well, he always wants to go home, but I always felt like Joey's coming back. And so like you got the opportunity to go home for a week and see your family and everything. And then somewhere in your heart or spirit, you still felt like, oh, there's still some recovery. There's still some work to be done. And you did come back, Joey. And I was happy as heck when you came back, bro. But tell me what you thought about like when you were out there in Seattle. Like, was there any ever question that it was just going to be a vacation and you were going to come back? Or did you have like any kind of obsession or a mental battle about that? Like, I'm here now. I could stay home. You know, how did you feel like while you were out there?
In my mind, I knew that I was going to come back. I
Mm.
mean, going there, it was kind of surreal because I didn't think I was going to go back anytime soon. So going there, I went exactly like I went and stayed with my friend's house, the place that I had the intervention. Like the moment I got there, and that day was 6 months exactly that happened. So like it was kind of surreal, but I knew that I was going to come back because I know there's a lot more to learn.
Yeah.
I've been here for 6 months, and I feel like I still need more to learn.
And after 6 months, do you feel like a connection to all the people around here? Like, did
Yeah,
you miss us while you were out
for
there?
sure.
I mean, did you miss me? Did you miss getting my coffee
Yeah.
in the morning? I mean, tell the
we,
truth.
And it's unfortunate that I have to hear that because you really should have been in that training we just did, Travis. And as much as you've done that training, you should know. Look, I'm gonna tell you right now, don't get no more coffee from him, right? That you can't
Friends
do
can
that.
get friends coffee.
No,
Now I buy the coffee. He just
that's-
goes in and
that's-
buys it, and I buy him a drink
No, I
or
don't buy him
two.
anything.
I can't.
You
I knew he was
should-
gonna
we
do it
actually,
in
We
development.
actually just spoke about that in the training about that, right? You really shouldn't be doing that, Joey. I don't.
All right, Joey.
I
No more
strongly-
energy drinks for you in the
strongly
morning.
Suggest you don't do that for him, Joey.
That's crazy.
Don't do that for any of the staff. You know, if they're a staff here, you shouldn't be doing that. They should be riding to the store for you and get you something. You should be riding to the store.
Oh,
for
so
them,
what
right?
happens when we go
You
to
know,
the store, Joey?
if-
I drive
if-
to the store. I drive.
If
I give you my card. You go in and make the coffee. But what do you get out of the deal, Joey?
I got a C4 energy.
So I drive my car.
it's even
You get my
worse.
bank card.
It's even worse.
Yeah.
It's even worse.
No. Oh
We
well.
literally just talked about this in the
Well,
ethics training.
Lucky I wasn't in there.
about ethical dilemma about a staff member asking people to go purchase stuff for them. So now I'm glad you brought that up, right? Because there's definitely something
That was good.
something. Yeah, it's definitely something.
All right, well, we'll end on that note. Joey, I'm very proud of you, man, and I'm glad that another successful 90 days in recovery, bro. Looking bright-tailed and bushy-tailed and bright-eyed.
Thank you.
And I'm really proud of you, bro, man. I'm glad that Jesse came up to share this with us, man. It's special. Like, I'm proud of you, bro. You're a success story in my book,
Yeah,
even though I might be ethically unsound. I mean, the work we've done together has
Yeah.
been very spiritually fulfilling for me, and I hope a little piece of it has been for you.
Definitely. Thank you, Travis, for that. I wanted to ask a question before we ended, though, Joey, because I was really curious when you were talking. You were talking about some of the behaviors that have popped up and the obsession. Like, what are you doing now? Because there's a lot of people that are out there listening that go through this as well. Like, what are you doing now to counter that? And once we hear what you're doing now, so we can help some individuals, and then we'll allow you to take us out. So what do you?
I mean, I'm talking to the network that I have. If I have any issues or concerns and stuff, I mean, I'll go and confront them and talk about it with them. they'll discuss it with me. I mean, I'm attending the meetings. I'm hearing other people have the same situation happen to them, or something I can relate to. So it's for me to listen to someone that has more clean time than me and what they've done in those situations. It's nice to hear, and I learned from that. But I'm networking with the people that I'm around. I gotta do step work still. I know I gotta do that and talk to my sponsor and everything. But while I'm here in this at the center and stuff, I'm talking to my network that I have. I talk to my family back home. I got a couple of cousins and family members that have clean time.
That's good. Oh, good stuff. Good stuff. That sounds like a lot of stuff that I still do today myself. So good stuff. I'm glad that I'm doing the right thing too. Then, well, if you have any before we close out, do you have any parting words for anybody out there listening to us?
Shout out to Tacoma. Shout out to Tom that brought me
Nice.
here, and my family and friends.
All right, good stuff,
Love it.
man. I'm not a big fan of the
Seahawks,
no. Well,
What about the Mariners?
the Huskies.
What about the Mariners?
I'm a Vikings fan, so definitely
Yeah.
we battle. So
Yep.
but I'm glad you came on here too, man. Travis, great success story, great stuff, man. Do you have any parting words yourself?
Nah, just I'm glad we got up here. I'm glad we got to put it out. I'm glad we get to see people like Joey come through and just have a better outlook on life and just a little change, a little growth. I'm glad I get to share that with people like Joey. He's really cool. He's a good friend of mine. And even if he was, I'm still gonna get him drinks and he can make me coffee. But me and Jesse will talk about that later. But I love the kid, man. He's like a friend of mine. I know the lines get a little blurred here between staff, participants, stuff, because I get so close to these people and personally invested in them. And I was a recovery coach to Joey, and I'm just very proud of him, man. That's all I got to say, man. Happy birthday, Joey.
Thank you.
Love you, bro.
Damn, man, you kill me. You kill me.